Welcome again to the Old Principal 老校长的节目. And of course, we have many stories, my stories, other people's stories, interesting events from history, all sorts of things. So this is number 105. He can't sing. 他没办法唱歌. With that, we need to ask the storyteller to join us. Good. So now, Mrs. Storyteller, go for it.
Thank you. Don't bring him back here to waste my time. The woman interrupted Senora Caruso as she tried to get the voice teacher to change her mind. He can't sing. Young Enrico loved to sing, and his mother encouraged him. You sound like an angel, she told him. I don't ever want you to stop singing. Don't worry, what that teacher said. She needs her hearing checked. Mrs. Caruso found Enrico another voice teacher. He needs a little polishing, of course, remarked the man. But all in all, he has a good voice. Oh, fantastic lungs. I think he'll make a good singer, maybe even a great singer. Mother Caruso kept after her son to practice every moment he could. As soon as he came home from school, rather than doing chores around the house like all his friends, Enrico went straight to the piano. He laid out his music and began to sing. His mother often accompanied him on the piano as he sang from the great operas. As Enrico grew older, he found that he could sing the really high notes of the tenor parts. Through the years, he kept practicing until he became an accomplished singer. One day, as he delivered flour for the town mill, he stopped to talk with two friends. I hear there will be a famous opera star in town tonight, said one of the friends. Oh? Questioned Enrico as he began to get excited. Where will he sing? At the music hall, said the other acquaintance. You ought to go, Enrico. Maybe you can sing for him. I really think you're as good as those singers at the opera house in Rome. He sang for the visiting musician and eventually became one of the stars in the opera house. His fame grew until one day Enrico Caruso became the most famous opera singer of his generation.
Yeah. Was he alive when we were born? I think he was. He was.
I don't know.
I don't remember. Hey, you're not very good on history. Neither am I. I think he was alive during our time. Didn't he sing the song "I'll Walk with God"? Was that Caruso that sang that?
I don't know that.
Man, you don't know anything. Neither
All
do
I remember is that he could sing so vibrantly, so
loud,
yeah, that he could break actually a goblet.
Made out of glass or 水晶, and he sang this so loud or so strong that the glass shattered, just 破了, just because of the sound. So that's pretty strong.
Oh, I should say so.
Oh yeah. Well. You can take a rest, and we better look at today's story. Okay, today's story begins, don't bring him back here to waste my time. 不要把他带回来 what? 浪费我的时间 going on. The woman interrupted Senora Caruso. Okay, now, So the teacher is a woman. Okay, 打断 Senora Caruso. Okay, what is Senora? It simply means Mrs. Well, it must be in Italian because he's in Italy. 这个意大利话. But I know Senora as from Spanish. We studied this. It means Mrs. 有太太. 这个 Caruso 太太. As she tried to get the voice teacher, to convince the voice teacher to change her mind, 改变她的主意. But he can't sing. So, can't sing? Going on. Young Enrico loved to sing. And his mother encouraged 鼓励他 to, you sound like an angel. Trust me, any mother thinks that their child sounds like an angel, right? Right. Okay. 听起来好像天使一样. Well, yeah, maybe, but in this case, yeah, probably. Okay. She told him, going on, I don't ever want you to stop singing. I don't ever want you to stop singing. 我不要你这个考虑啊，这个停止唱歌了。But what does it mean to ever? I don't ever want you. Ever mean 我不要你，永远不要你，永不要你。停止唱歌. Okay? If never, you put an N before it, never is the negative, and ever is positive, 不要. But in this case, it's still negative because you have the not here and don't, okay? I don't ever want you to stop singing. Don't worry what the teacher said. Don't worry, 不要担心忧虑考虑想一想. Usually when we say don't worry means don't even think about it, right? Don't even think about what the teacher said. She needs her hearing, 听觉 hearing, 听觉. She needs her hearing checked. We often say it like that, right? Going on. Mrs. Caruso found Enrico another voice teacher. Okay, what is a voice teacher? A voice teacher is 教练, right? Or 老师. Okay, and what do they teach? They teach voice. 这个发声音呢? Okay, this is voice. A voice teacher is somebody to teach you how to sing. Okay, now the new teacher was very interesting. This is what the new teacher said. He needs a little polishing. Now, what is polishing? If you have something and you need the polishing is 打磨, okay? But that's not what it means here. He needs a little polishing, which means he needs 需要一点点纠正, 需要一点点help, maybe, to help him to improve on little things, okay? This is nice. This is a nice way of saying. Of course, 当然需要一点点, okay? Remarked, okay, that's the man. So now he's got a man teacher, right? But all in all, what does all in all mean? 总之, all in all, he has a good voice. 他的声音是很好, okay? This is what the teacher said. Fantastic lungs. Okay, I 我 lungs 是肺部 okay? So, fantastic. What does that mean? Fantastic. Fantastic means 好棒 okay? Fantastic lungs. I think you'll make a good singer. Of course, teachers always encourage their students, right? So teachers encourage the students, and but in this case, I think it's really true. I think that he will make a really great singer. Great, 伟大 okay, 伟大的一个歌手家 singer, okay? Mother Caruso kept after her son. What does it mean to be kept after? That means she kept, we would say in English, pestering him, or kept pushing him, kept every time, sing, just keep singing. This is the mother. Okay, and it says Mother Caruso kept her son, kept after her son to practice every moment he could. 一有时间就练习，一有时间就练习。Every moment he could. Going on. As soon as he came home from school, it's like coming home from school, rather than doing chores, okay, 宁愿 okay, rather 宁愿做什么？做后面 what? Straight to the piano, 直接到 piano, 而不 what? Doing chores. Now, do you know what chores are? Sometimes when we say, oh, this is a chore, this means it's difficult, 很困难. But chores in the house is 做家务, 做家务, jobs around the house. When my children were growing up, we had them doing chores. That means we assign 我们就安排他们有特别的工作 Okay, this is chores 家务 So the way you would read this 宁愿他 then you have to go down to the bottom, go straight to the piano, okay, 直接到这个钢琴 okay, and then what? Okay, and then don't do the chores around the house. Okay, now it says here, he laid out his music and began to sing. So he takes his music, and you can imagine him, he puts music there on the piano like this, and then he starts to sing. Okay? His mother often accompanied. What does it mean to accompany on the piano? That means the mother played the piano while he sang. So the mother was a musician. 她自己本身是音乐家, right? His mother accompanied him on the piano as he sang from the great operas. Okay, what is an opera? Okay, an opera is a 歌剧. 歌剧. An opera is 歌剧. So this is the music that he practiced from the great, 伟大的、重要的、有名的 great operas. Going on. As Enrico grew older, he found that he could sing the really high notes of the tenor parts. What is tenor? 男高音. Okay, the high notes, 这个非常高的这个音调, okay, of the tenor parts. Now, do you know the parts, music parts? You have bass, and then tenor, and then alto, and then you have soprano. Okay, so you got 4 parts. And so tenor is 男高音. Okay, going on. Through the years, he kept practicing until he became an accomplished singer. Okay, through the years, 经过好多年, he kept practicing, 继续不断的练习 until he became, oh my word, what does it mean to become accomplished? It means to become very good at. Okay? 有成就的歌手家. Going on. One day, as he was delivering flour for the town mill, okay, now this is a long time ago, okay? A town mill, see, how did they make flour? 这个面粉, you see, there is a mill that grinds the wheat and makes it into 面粉. 原来是麦子. Okay, now this is the town mill. And so what was Enrico doing? Was he singing? No, he was 做这个小工啊, delivering flour, 把那个面粉送给人家. Okay, and he stopped to talk with 2 friends. So he stopped and talked with the 2 friends. Yeah, good idea. Your friends, stop and talk to them. Going on. I hear there will be a famous opera star in town tonight, said one friend. 有一个朋友就说, 我听说, okay, there will be a famous opera star. Okay, 有名的歌手家. What kind? 歌剧歌手家. Or sometimes we say 歌星 is a musical star. Okay. In town tonight, said one said one friend. Okay, go ahead. Oh, questioned Enrico as he began to get excited. 开始有兴奋. Excited. Do you ever get excited? Okay, I do sometimes. Okay, where will he sing? Where will he sing? Going on. At the music hall. What's a music hall? 音乐厅, music hall, said the other acquaintance. Whoa, now that's a big word, isn't it? Acquaintance. Do you know what an acquaintance is? It's a friend. It's a friend. 朋友. Acquaintance is a friend. Okay? You ought to go. So his friend said, hey, you should really go. You should go. Okay, go ahead. Maybe you can sing for him. 或许你可以给他唱. Maybe you can sing for him. I really think you're as good as those singers at the opera house in Rome. Now, so here are the friends. No, this is pretty impressive. His friends thought, whoa, Enrico is not too bad. In fact, he's quite good. I really think, 我真正的想, okay, you're as good as those singers, okay, singers, 歌手家, at the opera house. What is an opera house? 歌剧院, okay? Where? In Rome, Roma. So we're talking about what? We're talking about Italy. So this is something that's happening in Italy. Going on. He sang for the visiting musician. Okay, so he sang for the visiting musician simply means that he 他就给他唱歌 and eventually became one of the stars in the opera house. Eventually. What does it mean, eventually? 慢慢的就变成 okay? See, eventually became one of the stars. Okay? This means a 个星. A star is somebody who's famous for singing. Okay? In the opera house, 歌剧院. Okay, now we come down to the last one. And then we'll go back and do a little bit of review. Or maybe we'll ask the musician to come out. Did you know that Mrs. Ash is a musician? We should have her sing. Right now, she's got a little panic-stricken because she doesn't sing. She plays the piano. Well, we'll come back to that in a minute. His fame, what is fame? Because he became famous. 他的名气. His fame grew, it means grows, 越来越多, until one day Enrico Caruso became the most famous opera singer of his generation. 他那一代的最有名的这个歌剧这个歌手. Wow. So there you have the story of Enrico Caruso, a little boy who the teacher said, well, in fact, the teacher said, you can't sing. He can't sing. Now, we should ask the music teacher to come here. Okay. Did you know, we'll ask Mrs. Ash here, did you know, besides reading stories for me in this program, she also plays the piano and the organ. What's an organ? What is an organ? Is 电风琴, right? Or we see, what is it? Something pipe organ. I forgot. But anyway, she plays the piano, plays the keyboard. Okay, now you've had many teachers.
Yes.
I mean, you've had many students too.
Mm-hmm.
So you've had teachers and students. Did any teacher you had, did they say, well, Connie, you're not very good. I guess, well, anyway, you're not very good. Did any of your teachers ever say that to you?
I can't think of anyone.
Did you ever say that to any of your students? You can't play the piano. Now, I know that you said to me some of our students couldn't play the piano, but did you tell them You can't play the piano.
Not really.
Not
no.
really. When you are a teacher, you encourage people.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about one of your students. Do you have any student that was started a little bit slow, but did pretty good?
Well, I don't know. I felt like I enjoyed teaching, well, both the girls and the boys, but actually the boys were more challenging and more interesting.
Why is that? Why did you like to teach the boys better than the girls?
Well, sometimes boys get a little bit disappointed in themselves and they need more encouraging.
And if anything you need to know about Mrs. Ash is that she loves to encourage people.
Yes, I do.
Isn't that true? Yeah. Somehow the girls may be more talented often.
I can think of one family that had the girl about 2 years older, and she was very fast and very good. But the boy was slower.
Right.
But he was able to go at his own speed.
Right.
Yes.
And that's wonderful. Always encourage. Always encourage. Someday you may become an Enrico Caruso. Maybe we ought to sing a song or something. No. You don't want to listen to us sing a song. But maybe you would like to write us a letter. If you wrote us a letter, you could write an email to us at theoldprinciple@gmail.com. Or you can go to our website. Our website is www.theoldprinciple.org. And so you can come to us both ways. You can find a way to write to us. Write me a letter and tell me about the teachers that you've had. With that, got to say goodbye. See you next time.
Bye-bye.